Hey everybody, good afternoon or good early evening. It is February 18th. February? Oh my God. It's July 18th. It's very hot here in New York. It's in the mid 90s. Anyway, July 18th, 2020. And look what I missed. I don't know. I was watering these the other day. There's actually another small one starting to grow there. The Black Beauty zucchini. So I'm going to pull that one off today. I got another one where, let's see if we can see him over there. And what I really want to show you is, I've been waiting for this Cuccuzza squash over here. It's a nice flower to start growing on this trellis, but still got a lot of flowers. But the one back here that I thought was spaghetti squash the whole time, check those out. One of those is almost, I didn't get a ruler out, but it's probably almost 24 inches long. I mean, let's see if I can you see how big this thing is? It's unbelievable. So there's three of them here. One really long, about probably, like I said, about almost 24 inches. The other one's probably a little more than a foot. And then we got a little baby one. And we also have a couple more tiny ones up here somewhere. I saw them the other day. Actually, there's one here, but it's turning yellow, so it might not have got pollinated. Anyway, really cool. And then I have something growing here, which I'm not sure what it is. Again, label. The patty pan squash that's down here. These are all in a container. Not a container, a grow bag. So I have like two patty pan squashes. There's one there. And two of these, I guess, pumpkins, or maybe this is the butternut squash. I'm not sure. Gotta wait for it to get a little bit bigger, see what the shape of that is. But anyway, here's the patty pan squash. We had only one so far, and it was really good. So you let them get a little bit bigger, probably twice the size of that, maybe three times, and you pull them off. So that's pretty interesting. But these Cuccuzza squash are really cool. I don't know if anybody's ever grown them, but they're a little hairy. They're like furry. You can see that hair. So supposedly you wait till they get a little bit bigger, then that hair turns into a shiny skin, and then it's time to harvest before they get too fat and too tough. Here's one here, but again, that one looks like it's dying too. Anyway, I'll be happy if I just get one. So, take you into the garden. This is the Costata Romanesco, which is very weird. I mean, it was growing great, and then it kind of like petered out, and then I got another big zucchini off of it, and now it's kind of petering out again. And there's a couple of small zucchinis here. I'm trying to grow this vertical, and it's working pretty good. This zucchini over here, the white zucchini, it's called Bianca de Trieste. So that one I was able to get it when I was younger and started tying it up to this bamboo post. So that's doing nice. I pulled a nice big one off of there the other day, and there's another one growing there. Eggplant is starting to grow in this container, as well as the Ildi tomatoes. These are little yellow pear tomatoes, yellow cherries. They look kind of pear-shaped. Let me show you my watermelon. I'm really happy about this, but I'm a little nervous because it's outside the fence, and I'm hoping nobody eats it. Look at that. Beautiful. That's the sugar baby bush. Corn, we got a couple of corn cobs starting to form. Don't know whether we'll get any. Last year I had a couple like that, and they were too small to eat. Anyway, I pulled a couple of tomatoes off today. I didn't videotape that, but I took one of the marbones, the green one there, and one of the zoichkas, and look at this. This is wild. This is the Tess's Landrace currant. I tried one of these currants already. I'm going to wait for a couple more of these to ripen up. Actually, what I did, I might take these off. What I did with the other two tomatoes was I took them off as they were almost totally red. Actually, the Azoichkas are yellow. Because I've been reading that it's better to take the tomatoes off as they start to get color on them rather than leave them on and get vine ripened, because you risk the bugs and the birds finding them. That's the Italian ice cherry tomato. That's a nice looking one. So yeah, so I'm going to experiment. I'm going to take a few of the tomatoes off as they start turning. So in other words, like these yellow ones I could probably pull off, leave them in the house and they'll ripen. But I'm going to try to let some of those ripen on the vine. Look at all these currant tomatoes. Just on one tomato plant. It's crazy. Cucumbers, we've been pulling about 3 or 4 cucumbers a day off. Here's another pickling cuke that's probably ready to come off. I'm going to wait till tomorrow and pull that guy off. So I have them coming up this trellis, and that's doing really nice. Got some more zucchini here. Pulled off a couple of black beauties and some golden zucchini from here. Don't see any more forming yet. Yeah, nothing else there. I did pull out a couple of red onions. Sorry about the airplane. They're kind of small. I don't know if they're going to get any bigger. But yeah, we pulled a couple out and they were pretty good. Got an eggplant over here in a container. That's a Japanese eggplant. That's probably going to come out tomorrow or another day. Let's see what else. The beets were really surprising. I mean, they were in the ground for so long, but they're actually starting to form beets now. Not too many here. The front yard, we pulled out some nice big ones. Got some Swiss chard here, some Swiss chard here. These are some more tomatoes, extra ones I had that are starting to get some tomatoes on them. So, actually, when I first did this, I thought, oh, I'm crazy planting so many tomato plants. But the ones over here, once they're finished, these ones should be right in the middle of producing. So could probably get, hopefully all through August and into September, if it doesn't get too cold, we'll be pulling tomatoes. A couple of more small ones here. So here's another patty pan that I stuck in here. Let's see if I can get it. There he is, Patty. And then I put some peppers in here. They're not really doing too good. They're getting shaded out. So I'm probably going to pull this broccoli out soon. Actually, probably tomorrow I can pull it out. And I'm really shocked about these eggplants. These are the eggplants. See the leaves on these eggplants? But look at this. We actually have an eggplant. It's a nice Japanese eggplant. And there's a bunch more. So they're all starting to produce, which is great. Got a lot of pest pressure early on. Probably they're not going to produce as much as they normally would have. But, whatever we can get, we'll be happy with. Shishito peppers are doing great. I pulled out about 10 already, so these guys are kind of ready to go. Starting to turn a little yellow. I don't know why. It was really hot today. Maybe that had something to do with it. So some more tomatoes on this side, on this supposed bean trellis. I did plant some beans, but they're really not doing very good. I pull 1 or 2 off every couple of days. So I got some tomatoes growing on here. Some red cabbage, another squash over here. This is the calabrese. Oh no, yeah, calabrese broccoli. So far we haven't gotten any broccoli on it, and it's still alive, although it's starting to get eaten by bugs. So I'm just going to leave it up and see what happens if it stays until the fall, and maybe we'll get a broccoli, and if not, I really don't need the space because I have too much stuff anyway. Carrots were a little bit disappointment this year. We got some more beans over here. These are the red or the purple long beans. They're beans that are about 1 foot long, so those are doing good. No beans yet. This is a bitter melon, which was really stunted in the house. So when I planted it outside, it started to grow, but it's like a little miniature plant, so I don't think we're going to get anything from that. But good to know that I can grow it for next year. Here's some more eggplants. These are the skinniest little eggplants. I don't know, maybe I should pull some off and see how they are. More scallions, more beets, more beans. The cucumbers that I transplanted from the backyard. I've been trellising them up, and they're starting to get up here. Got some flowers. We actually have a little cucumber there, so that's good. Put that guy up there. He doesn't want to stay. And this black beauty is doing really great. Look at those size of those tomatoes. And then I have potatoes over here. Stuck a couple of potatoes in the ground here and in the backyard. So I think you're supposed to wait until these start dying back before you dig them up, but not too sure. Never grew potatoes. And the celery is getting taller and thicker. So hopefully we'll get some celery. Kale, we're doing great on the kale. Some bug pressure. I have the red Russian kale and the lacinato dinosaur kale. And let's see, I think that's about it. I'll show you some more peppers over here. Well, these are the edamame soybeans. So we've got a lot of those coming up. The soybeans all produce at the same time. So once they're ready, you harvest the whole plant, and that's it. It's a one-shot deal. There's some shiso that I planted. It's getting really big. What we got here? Another zucchini. Oh, it's another patty pan. It's actually a round one. Let's see what we got. Some more corn. And here's the poblanos. They're getting bigger. So that'll be nice. And yeah, that's it. So, yeah. Basil. So anyway, very excited about the Cuccuzza squash. And also excited that a lot of stuff is starting to grow finally. So middle of July, still got a couple of more weeks of July and then all of August, so we should be doing good. Anyway, hope everybody's having a good summer so far. Quarantined, but at least we have the garden, right? We got something here. Actually, that looks like a butternut squash for sure. So, hey, I finally figured one out. Anyway, hope everybody's doing good, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one.